Hey, what's up? Asia Cup just ended. And I'm gonna talk about it, obviously, cause why not? Okay. I'm going scriptless for this video, pretty obviously. Just watch. Okay. So let's talk about it. First, we'll talk about Afghanistan. I'm gonna make a separate video for them, talking about like everything, going way more into detail. But for now, I feel like their main problems definitely the batting, and Rashid Khan is now getting very readable, and that is not good for them because he's like their main spinner, primary spinner. You have no one else other than like maybe Allah Ghazanfar. You have Nur Ahmed, and like of course you have them, but like he's your star player. Rashid Khan is your star player. Obviously, you're gonna want him in the squad. So that's very hard for them. Number two, finishers. They're not ideal. Obviously, you have someone like Nabi, but he's also like what? Nabi's 41 now or something like that, right? I don't even know his age, but like he is old now, right? And that's not great. And then other than that, you have Asbatullah Oberzai. He's good, but he wasn't his best during this tournament. Mujib is good. Yeah, there are two openers, Ramanullah Gurbaz, Tal, and then they had someone like Ibrahim Zadran or someone else opening. Those are really good openers. However, they are out of form, which is not ideal. Sadiq Al Tal, he did play a really good knock against, I forgot what team it was. Maybe it was Bangladesh or something. But he did play at least one really good knock. So that's important for him. And they're looking really good. It's not like they have bad players or anything. Their players are really good. They have someone like Nabi. He scored 60 off 22 against Sri Lanka, right? And which came into losing cause. But yeah, he still scored really good. And then someone like Fazal Haq Faruqi, he's regularly good, but he's just out of form. Then I think their main concern is definitely form. I'm gonna go more deeper into them in a different video. So, um, I've already started writing the script for that video, but I haven't finished it. So, like, you have to wait for that. And let's talk about someone else. Let's talk about Sri Lanka. I'm not going to talk about Oman and UAE for the purposes of this video. I feel like in this tournament they were really just outclassed by the strength of the other teams, but like usually they're really good. So and there weren't really like any main upsets, so I didn't really want to talk about them. Anyway, let's keep going. So after that you have India, you have Sri Lanka. Okay, Sri Lanka. Actually, we'll talk about Bangladesh then Sri Lanka. So Bangladesh, their main problem, they don't really have many problems, but they okay, they do have problems obviously, but you need to but like they played really well. I didn't think they'd play this well. I thought that they would get eliminated in the group stage, but they played really well, surprisingly. So some things that they have to work on. Definitely middle over bowling. They're spinners without. Usually they have Shakib Al Hassan and someone like that, right? Mehdi Hassan Miraz as well. He's really good. He's a really good player right now. So I think those. I don't think Mehdi Hassan Miraz was absent for the India match. I'm not sure. But like he's really good. So Shakib retired, so he's not playing. And then you have Mehdi Hassan Miraz, and that's it. That's all you have for the entirety of the bowling. For the actually, you have good pace bowlers. Their pace bowlers are really good. They should really focus on that. I said that their team was like the young team was like really young and it was really good. So they I think they played quite well. Nasum Ahmed, Tanzim Hassan Saqib, everyone played well. However, their bowling, spin bowling primarily, it wasn't as good. It wasn't top notch. I think, especially like an Asian team, Asian teams usually have the best spinners, right? Maybe not Pakistan, but they usually have pretty good spinners. So someone like a team like Bangladesh, I think they could have way better spinners than what they have right now. So I think Mehdi Hassan Miraz, someone to be good, someone to pair with him would be great. Rashad Hussain, he has to work on himself a bit, but he is a good start. He's 23 years old, good start. I guess you do have people who you don't really have like younger players coming up, especially from teams like Bangladesh. So like even if you check the Bangladesh Premier League, I don't think there's a lot of them. I haven't really been checking the Bangladesh Premier League, but I there's like not a lot that's going on there. There's not a lot of young players who are coming in, not a lot of young spinners primarily, right? Most wickets. Like even if you go there, I'm looking at it right now. Not that many good spinners. Mainly most of them are Pakistani spinners. So you have to like dig deep in this Pakistani team or this Bangladeshi team. Arafat Sani, 38 years old. Exactly. See, like most of your players are also getting old. Someone like Liton Das, he's good, but like he's also getting old, right? He also hasn't been treated that well by Bangladeshi cricket, but regardless, they could have done. I think their spinners could have done way better. Other than that, you have their batting. Their batting seems solid. Their middle order is non-existent, as with most Asian teams. Like as with most teams right now, honestly. Like in general, most middle orders right now they're very very unfocused on. But that is like it's a simple theory of economy, like supply demand, right? You need more middle order batters. They're gonna come soon. But we have to wait for that, obviously. As you can see, like someone like Bilal Verma, he's a very good middle order batter. He scored amazingly today, right? And he's completely coming in. His stock is rising. Someone like Shivam Dubey, someone like Rinku Singh, and that's what India have been focusing on before, and that's why they're so strong right now because their middle order is good, their top order is good, because they've been focusing on their top order as well. Because the IPL is an elite league, unlike something like the BPL, which is like pretty good but not comparable to the IPL, right? That's something that has to be changed. Sanju Samson as well. Like his stock is going down because he is a middle order batter. Some people do say that he's just out of form. I think I heard Rob Benutapa say that he is out of form. I don't think he's out of form. I think he's feeling very uncomfortable in the middle order position. I get it. Like his bat is facing like Utapa said, his bat is a bit more closed. But I think that could be because he wants to play a bit more defensive against the spin, because that's usually what's happening when you're bringing in the middle order, because Abhishek Sharma and Shubman Gill are taking the power play by storm, right? And someone like Surya Kumar Yadav isn't doing anything, but he's still pretty good because like he's one of the greatest T20 international batters of all time. But he's just not been good lately. But we're talking about India. See, like your stock will be going down if you are not a middle order batsman. Someone like Bangladesh, they need more middle order batters. Even Pakistan need more middle order batters. We saw that today. Their top order looks really good. Saif Hassan, good playing. I think Tanzil Hassan is really good. Liton Das as well. We all know how good Liton Das is usually. Tawhid Hridroy, he's a good player in general. He's a good finisher. I think that he should have played a little lower. Rashad Hussain is usually solid. Jake Arali, obviously these guys this is a very young squad. I think the median age is like 29 or something. Even Mustafa Sir is only like 29, and he's the most like experienced guy in the squad, right? You don't have that many experienced players. That's the main problem with Bangladesh. And it always happens. They'll get better as they keep like playing, but for now, that's their main issue. Talked about like 2 teams in 4 minutes, in 8 minutes. So that's not even that bad. I'm not gonna edit this obviously because like I'm going very scriptless and I don't, and like usually I need a script to edit stuff. But regardless, that's what we're gonna end. Pakistan now. Or actually, I think I should talk about Sri Lanka first, and then we'll talk about Pakistan, because Pakistan reached the final. They're not. Yeah, Pakistan reached the final. They played okay-ish, not the best cricket, not the worst cricket. But Sri Lanka, not that bad. Like all things considered, I think they played really good in the Super Fours. Maybe not that great against Pakistan, but they definitely had a chance. With their bowling. And I don't think they even played that bad against Bangladesh. That was like that was like very close. That was a close match. And I think okay. So what's the problem with Sri Lanka? Middle order. That's with the problem with most. That's the problem with most of these teams. Actually, Darshan Shanaka. We all know how good Darshan Shanaka is on a regular basis. He is a fantastic T20 player. T20. Like ODIs, you have Shoutout Sri Lanka, but T20s, he's good. He was Shoutout Sri Lanka also played some strong cameos, not the best, but 21 off 12 versus Bangladesh, not that bad, right? And I think their flaws really showed off in the games versus Pakistan and Bangladesh. They're not able to continue. I think. Oh yeah, this also happened. England. Test series back in, what was that, 2025? Wasn't it back in 2025? Okay, it was like a couple months ago, or maybe it was 2024. I don't remember. It was either 2024 or 2025, but it was a while ago. Um, there was they were playing what were they playing? They were playing they were playing England in England. They got like a root they got a couple they got ahead a lot of times. But they could not win. They could not carry on that win. They are definitely getting ahead. This is like they're very obviously getting ahead at times. Especially when they bag crucial wickets, when they build pressure with the spinners, but they are not able to continue that pressure, which is something that they should build on. And obviously, it is quite a young team. Not that many experienced players. Kamil Mishara is new. Kushal Mendes is pretty experienced. Kushal Pereira is pretty experienced. Patum Nisanka is the young one. Dashan Shanaka is also fairly young. Maybe not as... He's experienced, but not as experienced. Charita Salanka, also same... I would say same range as Dashan Shanaka. I think Shanaka is a little more experienced, I believe. He's 34. Oh, never mind. He's been playing longer than I thought he has. He's been playing since 2015. Asalanka has been playing since 2021. Yeah, Asalanka is way younger. But Dashan Shanaka is pretty experienced. Kushal Mendes is pretty experienced. Kushal Pereira is pretty experienced. Kamandu Mendes is another new one, but I think he played like a couple of good cameos in the group stage. Welalage also new. Chamira not as new, but I think he could be he's not as experienced. He's more of a T20. He's more of a franchise cricketer. And Tushara, he's pretty experienced. What's his name? That guy who did really good in the World Cup 2020. I'm just gonna Google it. He took like 27 wickets or something. 27? I don't think it was 27. 21. Dilshan Madhushanka. He had a bad economy, but regardless, he was pretty good. Dilshan Madhushanka. I don't know why they're not playing him. Maybe he's injured. I don't know, but he is fantastic. He is a great bowler. I think T20 that should be his main priority. He should be playing T20 cricket. He's probably not that great of an ODI cricketer, but T20 he's hitting those lengths very well. He should be playing T20 cricket over Dushmanta Chamira. I think Dushmanta Chamira, he's a fantastic bowler. It's not like he's bad or anything. Just haven't seen him perform for the international team. And if you don't perform for the international team, you're bound to get dropped because I don't know. I don't know why they do it with Fakhr Zaman as well. Fakhr Zaman's another topic for this video though. Sri Lanka, honestly, I think obviously they're a bit inexperienced, but Patum Nisanka, he's playing excellently. Kushal Mendes has found a bit of form. He's scoring those 30, 50-ish range. He's not as consistent. He's very talented, not consistent though. Kamil Mishara, very talented as well, but he is also pretty young. Pereira, that is a weird one. I don't think that Pereira is strong enough to be in this side. This side has a lot of hard hitters, and Pereira should not be your number 4. He should be maybe your number 3, maybe an opener, not a number 4. Pereira is not a number 4. Okay. I think Kamil Mishara can be dropped to number 4. He can play a number 4. It's if you want to keep Pereira on the side, which is you probably have to because he is one of your most experienced cricketers. You're gonna have to play him at 3 if you want him to succeed. He brings a lot of experience fielding wise, but at number 4, maybe not the best place for him to succeed at the bat. Number 5, Dashan Shanaka. Dashan Shanaka is an excellent T20 cricketer. Charita Salaka is the captain, and he's played like some couple cameos. I'm fine with that. Kamandu Mendes, very talented. He's getting better at T20 cricket by the day, but he is still not at his best in either Test nor T20s. Hasaranga, we all know how good Hasaranga is. So and then Welalage, we all know how good he is as well. Then you have Chamira and Tushara. Tushara is very good. Tushara should be playing a lot more games, and Dushmanta Chamira. I think he has good swing, but I think someone like Dilshan Madhushanka gets better swing, gets better movement, hits those legs better. He might be a tad more expensive, but he is a lot better than Dushmanta Chamira. I think that's it for Sri Lanka. I think they should lean more into the all-rounders. They have someone like Deekshana. They have someone like Welalage. Welalage should bat a lot more. Hasuranga should bat a lot more. Hasuranga is bowling not ideally. Obviously, we all know how good Hasuranga is, but like obviously, you know what happens with media hype in Sri Lanka. But Hasaranga is a very good cricketer. We all know how good Hasaranga is, but he can be better. Shanaka, I think Shanaka, he is doing fantastically as the senior of the team, and that is ideal for him. Uh, Sri Lanka, not much to change. I think like they played really well. Maybe luck wasn't on their side a lot of times. They have to like keep hitting those lengths that they were to build the pressure. They shouldn't keep bowling full after they build pressure. They should bowl some short deliveries, change it up a bit, get the variation in. That's what Sri Lanka should be doing. Next we'll talk about Pakistan. Obviously, what should Pakistan change? Um, it is hard, honestly, because like they played. I think they played solid cricket. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, they played terrible cricket. There is a luck factor into this." They played really well. I think Shahid Zada Farhan played very well. Sam Ayub at three. What are you doing, man? He is an opener. I'm making another video on Sam Ayub, so don't worry about that. But he is an opener. He is not number three material. Like, you could have a lot of people in number three material. Harris is number three material. Even Salman Aga is number three material. I don't know. I'll even go and say maybe Mohammad Nawaz is number three material. Sim Ayub is not number three material. He is at max a finisher. I mean, finisher, an opener. He is opener. Like, doesn't mean he's not versatile. He can play under any conditions. I really like the way Sam Ayub bats. I think he's a fantastic cricketer. But Sam Ayub is an opener, not a number three batter. That's what went wrong with him. Like, I know he's been getting ducks, but he is a very good cricketer. I think Pakistan have to bet on Sam Ayub. That is like, they have to take the chance. If they like, they look at their team. You have like mostly single digit scores. You're promoting Shahid Shah Afridi. You're promoting Shahid Shah Afridi. Yes, this is my thought process. You're promoting Shahid Shah Afriidi. You don't have any middle order batters. You have to get an opener in. Fakhar Zaman, he is not bad. He's not a bad T20 cricketer, but he just hasn't had as many good performances in the international side as he has for the PSL side. But you have to promote. You have to keep him in the opener. You have to take the bet. You have to take the chance. You have to take the chance. But UP is a very good spitter as well. That's it. You have to take the chance. There's no sugarcoating it. Shahib Sada Farhan, very good player. I think that he played really well this entire tournament. He could have been a bit better. There were some issues. Like he could have had a better timing. He could have paced himself better at times. Yeah, that's it. But I think he's like fairly young as well. He's like 29. Yeah, he's like 29. He's playing pretty well. I wouldn't change much with him. Fakhar Zaman, he did put on like a solid knock today, 46 out of 35. Not that bad. But I do think there could be better. He is one of the most experienced. It's kind of like Kushal Perera's situation. I would put him at 3 though, because he has a lot more experience that he could like bat way better at 3 than Sam Ayub. Harris, honestly, like this entirety of middle order, they performed really well against West Indies. But obviously, they performed against West Indies. Everyone performs against the West Indies, but they did really well. Salman Ali Aga, I mean, obviously he is your honestly, I had someone ask me if you're in the audience. I had someone ask me. They said that if Asalanka is better than Aga in T20 cricket, after this Asia Cup, I might have to say that Asalanka is slightly better. Just because Salman Ali Aga did not have that many good performances, neither with the ball nor with the bat, which is like you have to have performances with the bat and the ball to be considered a good cricketer. Just in general, I should adjust this camera. This rule of thirds is really throwing me off, huh? Yeah, it's a bit better, but not the best. But look, it's my pencil stuff is showing up. But anyway, I think that someone like Salman Ali Aga should he is a classy player. He is a very good player. However, this has not been his series, and if you can't perform in the Asia Cup along with some others, it's just not good for you. You have to perform. You have to perform. in the Asia Cup, especially when your team needs you, and that is something that Salman Aga cannot do. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's just some mentality thing. He should be able to bowl better. Bowling changes. Yes. Someone also told me. Yeah, bowling changes. That is what really messed Pakistan up in the final. And that's what messed them up in general, honestly. Bowling changes. They can't. You have to stick with your spinners when they're bowling good. Someone like Sam Ayub, he's going at 5 runs and over, and before that, like he just had one big over. You're gonna take him out of the attack? No, that is not what you do with a bowler. That takes a lot of confidence from them. Maybe someone like Harris off. Maybe if it's a pacer, yeah, a bit better. They could have had someone like Nawaz come in. Nawaz is a fantastic spinner. I mean, fantastic in air quotes, but he is a good spinner. Nawaz is a good spinner. You should keep him in this. You have to keep him in the attack when he's doing good, right? He only gave 6 runs and over, and he bowled like what the. I think he bowled the 5th or 6th over. I might be wrong, but he did bowl an over, and that's what matters, right? So Nawaz did good. You have to keep them in the attack. You have to keep your bowling changes proper. I don't know why you gave Harris Raff another over. He gave 50. He gave 11 runs. I don't know what he gave 13 runs the over before that. Why are you giving him another over? You can bowl someone like Sam Ayub. Didlok was definitely struggling against spin. Rinku also when a batter is coming in, especially if it's a finisher like Rinku Singh, he's gonna struggle a little bit against spin. He's just not expecting it. He never practiced for it. You have to think. You have to think in the minds of your opponent, and that is something that Salman Ali Aga does not do. I still think he's a good cricketer, but maybe not the best in T20s. That's it. Harris, honestly, they could. I think that they just have to practice. Practice makes perfect, right? You have to oh yeah. Also focus on playing a little less defensively. I think Farhan did that really well. No one else did that well. Fakhar Zaman was very defensive. Simon Ayub, at times he tried to be attacking, but obviously that didn't work out for him. He is a very attacking batter. I think it's really just that he's out of form. This does happen with a lot of young people. He did get a lot of hype as well. It happens with a lot of young players. If you get hype early on, you're bound to fail. That's what generally happens with young players who get a lot of hype. But I think they have to bet on Sam Ayub. He is a special talent. Especially in the test side, he has scored a lot of test runs and he has scored a lot of ODI runs. He is I think that he should be playing a lot better. This is not who he is in general. He's a very good list A cricketer. Wow, he has 2015 runs in list A, 47 innings. That is something to be appreciated. I don't get why he's not good in T20 internationals, even though he's played 46. He should be playing a lot more tests as well. He should be playing tests. He should be playing ODIs. He should be playing T20s, but you have to keep betting on him, even though he is not playing that well, and you have to promote him up to the opener spot. Yeah, I think that's it for Pakistan. I think I've been talking. Wow, that's 4 teams in 23 minutes. Okay, India. Okay, it's you know how with the calculus you have a small increment, and then with differential you have to take a small increment, and that's how you find out your average or whatever. I know what I'm talking about, but I can't explain it. I can't you know how you have a differential, and then you have to estimate, and then you subtract the small change, right? You know how you do that with calculus and whatever. That's exactly what you're going to do with India if you want to make any changes. Just these small little changes to make it a better side. But they're not going to matter in the long run because your team is already good enough to win an Asia Cup against terrible players, and honestly, other teams do not have this good of a side other than maybe England. Okay, England and India are the only good teams who have a T20, or the only T20 sides right now that are good, right? You have someone maybe Australia have solid, but that's not even. Then New Zealand maybe could come as a surprise, but no. Pakistan as well, they came as a surprise, but that's the small increment that you have to make. You have to get a better middle order. That's your that's one of them. And even then you have someone like Tilak Verma. I don't know why you promoted Sky to 3 as well. Sky was good at 4. You just have to make small little changes. Yes. So those changes will be I think Dube, he's a very good player in the finals. He is. I think that like sometimes something just activates in his brain in the finals. 33 of 22 is not bad at all. 26 of 17 in that position, not bad at all. And especially like he's not as experienced, and you don't have someone like Hardik Pandya. Obviously, if you're missing out on someone like Hardik Pandya, you're like not. It doesn't work out. So what does India have to think about? They have to think about a keeper. That is their primary. That is what should that is. They need a keeper. They need a wicket keeper. They don't have a good wicket keeper. Um, they haven't had one since KL Rahul essentially retired from the T20 format back in like 2021, 2022. I don't know when he freaking retired from the cricket from the T20 cricket format, but they haven't had like a solid keeper. And Sanju Samson, he is good. 24 or 21, not even that bad in that position. I think he played really well. But I don't think he's someone who would be a permanent keeper. You have to have maybe someone like none of them are good. If you think about it, going through all the IPL, Sanju's a top order batsman. The top order slot is like very contested, right? You're having you obviously have in T20 specifically T20s. At one you have Abhishek Sharma. Two is the contested spot. You have Shuman Gill, you have Ruturaj Gaikwad, you have Ishan Kishan, you have Jaiswal, you have Jaiswal is very much the obvious pick, but it is a very contested spot. Then at three you have someone you have other contested spots. You have Tilak Verma, you have Ruturaj Gaikwad, and that's it. That's it. And then at four you have Surya, who is going to retire in a couple of years, but nonetheless, you have Surya. Number five, you have Shivam Dube. I don't know why he keeps playing at six. Number five is his slot. He should be playing at five for all T20 teams. That is his ideal spot. Number five. Number six, a good finisher, a good keeper finisher. Someone like maybe Rinku Singh. He is a good finisher. Number seven, maybe your keeper, Jitesh Sharma. That's probably the most ideal one in this case. Because like you don't have another middle order finisher, right? You have Rishabh Pant, who is more of a top-ish middle order. He plays at 4 or 5, and you can't. And I guess you could have Jitesh at six. Pant at six is useless, because he's not a finisher. He's more of a. He's very much like you can either open with him, you can either bat at three with him, you can bat at four with him, and he's not even good in T20. He's not even good at white ball cricket. Okay, so I mean like he's good in T20s, like in IPL, but not in internationals. So like you really don't have anyone, any keeper. So I guess Jitesh is the best slotted fit. I think that Jitesh should have played this final. I'm just gonna say that. I think if Jitesh played this final, it would have been a bit easier for India, but obviously you have to give Sanju a go because Sanju is too hard to like drop, right? And since he is so hard to drop, like you like it's you can't bring in just like someone like Jitesh Sharma in that quickly. You have to like transition him in. And Jitesh, like he also hasn't been good on the international side. They might be hesitant to bring him in. He hasn't been like that. He's had one like great knock in IPL. I mean, he's had a couple, but like he hasn't been that great in the IPL. Like if you really consider it, right? It's hard to bring someone like that in. And then it's hard to drop someone like Showman Gill. It's like really, really hard for selectors to decide. Like with the team like India, it's really, really hard to think of like a completely different side. You know, Akshar Patel's always there. Kuldeep Yadav will always be there. I mean, like for 5 years, five-ish years. Bumrah, Chakravarti, those are very key players. Hardik as well. He's injured, but he should be there. Shivam Dube will also probably be there, right? They're really like looking for someone who can be like Shivam Dube, and he hasn't even been playing that bad. Like let's be for real, he's had very good supporting knocks lately, and that 33 of 22 that was the changing point of the game. If you go look at the freaking win predictor, the time it dipped from Pakistan to from 69% to India 51% when it dipped from that range. That was when Shivam Dube hit that six. That was when Shivam Dube was able to like hit that when he hit that six, or that was around the same time he hit that six Not the exact same time, but it was around the same time he hit that six. Like right, the like yeah, that was the same over. It's crazy how like the impact that some players can have, even though they haven't that they even though they seem that they aren't that good. That's the same thing with someone like Jadesh. Like maybe in IPL he hasn't had like the stats, but he has had like some solid performances, but he hasn't had that in international. They're pretty hesitant to bet on him. It makes sense. It's very hesitant to it's very like hard on this team, especially with such a young team. You're switching up things too fast for the youngsters. It's very very difficult, right? So like it's hard to change stuff up for India, but they have been like obviously they've been playing excellently. Even in that super over against Sri Lanka, that was they both scored 202 for five. They and Patam Nisanka played an amazing innings. And to defend that score against someone like Patam Nisanka, who is playing that well, and someone like Kushal Pereira, who is so experienced, it is not easy, and they have been doing that excellently. And someone like Arshdeep, even though like it might look that he's been bad, but he's been solid. He's been experienced, and he's been one of the best players for India. And you can't just and even Harshit Rana, he's probably like one of the best pacers in India right now. Even though like it might not seem like it, he is still really good. It's very hard for India to drop someone like that, and it's very hard for India to change things. However, I think that India will have some challenges. It's not like they're not going to be unchallenged. They're definitely going to have some challenges against England. They're going to have some challenges against someone against maybe South African T20s. They've been pretty good, right? Brevis has been fantastic. And they might even have some troubles against Australian T20s. But for now, I think it's very hard for anything uh, to like touch India. India are the untouchables in this case. In T20s at least. In tests, that's a different story. That's a different story. ODIs, whew, that is a very different story. They have someone like Rohit Sharma. They still have Virat Kohli. Like they look fine in ODIs as well. Like India is playing really well, and it might seem like they're getting a monopoly. It does seem like that, but it's whatever, man. Like they're playing so well. It's like not there's like nothing you can do. And then they're not bringing in someone like Washington Sundar or Yashasvi Jaiswal either. It's like they have so many players that they've left out, and this is after Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma retired, right? They have so many players that they've left out. Someone like Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Priyancharya, they haven't even made their debut yet. Someone like Shreyas Iyer doesn't deserve to be in the T20 side yet, man. I don't know why people keep calling for him for it. I think that Shubman Gill has definitely cemented his place, though, as an opener. I think that Jaiswal should be playing there, though. Jaiswal should be playing there. There's no space for someone like Shreyas Iyer, okay? Like, Dubé out to Iyer in. Oh, I apologize, bro. Oh, yeah, by the way, I hate that Push Bakes Sidhu guy. Oh my god, dude, that guy pisses me off so much. Shreyas Iyer in, Surya out. Surya Kumar Yadav is one of the greatest T20 international batters of all time. And Shreyas, like, come on. I mean, even though, like, honestly, Surya does deserve all the hate, dude. Like, how are you failing in the only format that you're good at? But, like, I don't think that someone like Push Bakes Sidhu deserves to hate on him, considering like he wants Shreyas Iyer in it. I think that there's way more people there are more concerns than Surya Kumar Yadav's form, because Surya Kumar Yadav's form can be fixed easily. Someone like Shuman Gill's cannot, because most of the problems with his form will be fundamentally like rooted in his technique. But that's all I'm going to talk about for today. I'll see you later.